Hello and welcome to the This Week in the Tech Boy podcast. This week we have been up to a lot. Well, I have been up to a lot. I reviewed the Sony WIC310 headphones. I did a short little review of the OnePlus 7 Pro that I got donated to me in blue. And I also got the Nokia 3310 2017 edition 3G. More on that later. And also, we also did a Cosmo Communicator short review, and the video is linked there too. This review was written on the Cosmo Communicator. And last but not least, I will post I Hate TikTok, which has 4 comments right now, which is the most comments we've ever had on a post, I think. Also, in other news, the TechBoy has overused its panel bear free limit again, which means we're getting over 500 views a week. Thank you! And now to the Nokia 3310. Nokia 3310, I got it sent to me, and unfortunately we cannot get the signal to work because it's a 3G, 2G only phone. What I did discover is that it does have a Opera mobile on here, and Opera web store, which was its application hub, and it also can take some pictures. In fact, I'm going to show you a picture right now. So I just took that picture, and I'm going to go to the gallery. Let me pull this up here. Oh, it also plays an updated version of Snake. And I need to find some wired headphones so I can connect it and test the radio. Some of the offline features it has is a voice recorder, calculator, calendar, and some limited currency converters. So I just took a picture. I need to go to the file manager to get it. There you go. There's a gallery on here somewhere. I'm just going to the file manager. Oh, there we go. Photos. Oh, okay. It's in the hierarchy. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go through here. I hope you can see the picture. This phone also, so it's not running KaiOS like some people may think. It's running a custom version of Nokia software that's actually called, if you go into the settings menu, it tells you what version of the oh, that's a video player. Did the phone just die? Are you kidding me? Let me see. No, it didn't die. There is a password lock on here, but I found a really interesting video that just says you have to take the battery out, and then put the battery back in, let the screen dim, and it will let you bypass the password. So, big security vulnerability, and yeah, not good. So in the system, if you click system, and then you go to the about page of the phone, in fact, I'm going to get to the camera here. There you go. If you go to system, and then you go to the about page of the phone, you go to product info, and you'll get some text saying it's running software version 20 of W18.17.4 release, running the SC7701_bar phone from AT Global. Yeah, so that's interesting. So we got this neat little tech product right here. It has a camera, a voice recorder. That's about all. Oh, and a radio. That's about all it can do because it cannot connect to the internet. But this phone can do one thing that even Apple's most powerful, simplest phone, the iPhone 14 Pro, cannot do, and it can share files from an Android phone to this phone via Bluetooth, which is interesting. On to our next tech topic. We are going to talk about how much I hate TikTok. So yes, TikTok, what a complete waste of time and resources. And how many people can get featured on TikTok is just making a viral video is insane. That's all we have to say. That's all I have to say. Go watch the video on that for short. The Cosmo Communicator review is actually written earlier this year. I finished editing it today, and not today, yesterday, and it got published yesterday. I just used some Grammarly edits on it. That was interesting, and it was all written on the Cosmo, and the edits were done on my laptop. So please go check that out, and thank you for Cosmo for sending over the phone, and I hope we can get another one of their devices. This is the WIC3110. Sony's headphones. They claim to have 15 hours of battery life, and I don't know about that, but I do have to say that it did get a couple of days of battery life with moderate light use. So I think that's really nice. And the only one feature that I hate about these headphones is that these wires here, here. It's not that I don't really like wires, which, I mean, at least it doesn't plug into your phone, so it's not a headphone jack and gets cabled and all that. I mean, that's good. But the problem is when you ride this on, say, an exercise bike or run around, it just flies around instead of staying on your head like these Vaunt headsets like this, which I don't even need to wear because I'm not even getting any audio or mic from it. Oh, to the OnePlus. The battery is low, but please go check out our video on that. It was completely edited in LumaFusion, which was the first app I have bought with my own money. I think it's a pretty decent app. I'm not sure if it's worth $20, but it's on sale now for $20 in the Galaxy and Play Store. It'll Once it's out of the beta mode for Android, it will go back to $30, so it's 30% off. So if you've been interested in getting it and you want it for Android, then I would recommend that you go get it. It has no ads, no subscriptions, but I'm still working on some of the features there, but it seems promising. So you can go see the video that we did there too. Alright, thank you guys for reading some of my more recent posts. Look here, M8 vs. M7 is still bringing in most of the views. And then number 2 would just be the website, so that would be TheTechBoy.org/, and then the Moleskine, and then the Niagara launcher. Yahoo, so please tell us what you want to see. We're gonna do the Tech Awards before the end of this year, and please make sure to sign that petition. We want that S23 Ultra at least to have a microSD card slot on it. That would be really nice and inspiring to all of us who care and value Samsung's commitment to making quality mobile devices. I mean, even the Nokia 3310 from 2017 running a non-smartphone OS, but still technically considered a smartphone, as it does have access to the internet, or it did before the 3G network shut down, has a microSD card slot in it, and because this phone only gives you like about a couple megabytes of memory. But that is not any excuse for Samsung not to give you a microSD card slot, as Samsung is charging thousands of dollars for phones, and this is like $30 probably, and you can even get a 4G version with Wi-Fi for probably less, or a little bit more. Anyway, Samsung should give users more choice. It is getting blurred between the lines of OnePlus, Apple, Xiaomi, Poco, and all the other BBK brands, and the only way for Samsung to truly remain supreme and dominant, and Pixel, forgot about Pixel, supreme and dominant over Android, is to include innovative features that cause it to stand out from the rest of the crowd. The only other company that is doing microSD card slots and headphone jacks and phones right now in their premium cellular phones would be Sony, in the Sony Xperia 1 Mark 4 series, which is nice. Unfortunately, Sony Xperia 1 Mark 4 doesn't have half as much as the software support as Samsung gives to its flagships. Samsung gives 4 years of major OS upgrades and 5 years of security upgrades, while Sony gives 2 years software upgrades. Also, One UI is just more fully featured than Sony and even stock Android, as it has important quality of life features found even in the most basic of its phones, from the A01 to the S22 Ultra to the Z Fold 4. Samsung includes secure folder. They include Bixby, and I know people hate Bixby, but some people like Bixby like me, especially Bixby routines, which really gives you a great granular control over the phone, and Bixby voice typing, which is just simply amazing-ish. I mean, at least you have the option to be able to voice type it right there. And Samsung also gives you, in some of the more upper mid-range phones, all S-series phones, from the S8 upwards, and all Z Fold series phones, I think, or at least the Z Fold 2 to Z Fold 4, and in the 1A phone, the A90, they give you the ability to plug your phone into a monitor and get a desktop experience. This allows you to be able to have a laptop-like experience, or even desktop-like experience, running off your powerful system on chip, which will really allow you to use your phone's performance to the best of its ability. And Samsung is one of the only manufacturers doing this. This allows you to plug your phone into a monitor and or a laptop dock, sold by some companies. Just look up a laptop dock for phones online, and you'll be able to even ditch the laptop at home and maybe even use it as some sort of makeshift Chromebook, because apps are getting so good right now. Maybe you can find a good 3D CAD app. There's on the Onshape app, and if you plug it into a monitor, you might even use the Onshape browser app, which is how Onshape is usually used for 3D CAD. Let's see, there's Lightroom for Samsung devices, which is nice. There's also Snapseed, which will allow you for some image editing, and LumaFusion, which is good for video editing. Let's see, you can take good pictures in Samsung phones, and I even recently found this new feature in a flagship S20 phone. You can make your pictures into cartoons. Now, I searched for that feature on my Samsung Galaxy A71 5G, which is a mid-range phone. I didn't find it, but it might be in the more advanced Samsung phones. But what I'm saying is Samsung gives you great abilities that just simply aren't available on other phone manufacturers such as Google. You can't plug your Google Pixel into a monitor and get a desktop experience. You don't get the secure folder experience. You do get Google Assistant, which is nice, but you also get Google Assistant on Samsung. But you do get feature drops on Pixel. So what I'm saying is, if you want to have more differentiation between Samsung, Google, and Apple, one of the phones that are sold in carrier stores all around the United States, please sign this petition to get microSD card slots back into Samsung phones. This would be a major boost to their flagships. It will allow them to be able to carry external media on the go. And if I ever would get a Pixel, I would like to do a video or a post about how I would Samsungify my Pixel phone. Because Samsung lets you get Samsung Internet, you get Samsung Calendar. There's the Samsung, other apps made by Samsung, Internet, Calendar. I wonder if you can download the phone app. I'm not sure. But, I mean, I use Samsung Internet. I like Samsung Internet. I like having the search bar at the bottom of the phone. It's really nice, but the one thing I would change about Samsung Internet is the fact that you can only open 99 tabs at a time. In Chrome, you can open maybe 500, at least over 100, which is nice. Oh, Samsung Email, that's the application you can use. And then there's also another application, I forget the name, but you can install, it's like Shelter, I think, which allows you to create a enable work profile for free on your Android phone, which is basically creating a secure folder-like implementation. But there's some things that you can't just do with software, like Dex mode on Pixel, and as Google were to push it out with USB out or something like that. So what I'm saying is, please sign that petition, and we'll do our tech award. Our Indiegogo is not up right now because we didn't make the deadline. But if you want to send money, we can probably work a way out that you could do that. And make sure to please stay on the site and just keep scrolling through it. The other posts on here, other than what you see here, we have our Avant Smart Plug review, the KHCB review, the YouTube Has a Problem, Google Puppy and Kitten Easter Egg, the Bible app review, the Avant headset review, which I'm wearing right now, and of course the Sony Xperia review. Sorry, we don't have an Xperia. Sony WI-310's review, etc. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching this week in the Tech Boy, and please Tech Talk to you later, and check out the site.